So keep relax your body and keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line, your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and focus your mind to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. Do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So bring your attention to your body. You must scan head to toes 3 times yourself and say Supatveva, or may I be well and happy. 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation, exhalation, and then later observe the impermanent, unsatisfactory nature and selflessness within each and every inhalation, exhalation happens. So in the beginning, we're going to relax our body step by step. Following my words mentally, relax your body, please. Relax your head. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your eyes. Relax your ears. Relax your nose. Relax your upper lip. Relax your lower lip. Relax your chin. Relax your whole face muscles. Relax your teeth. Relax your tongue. Relax your mouth. Relax your throat. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders. Relax your arms, elbow, forearms, palms, fingers, fingertips. Relax your whole back muscles and relax your spine. Relax your chest and relax your abdominal muscles. Relax your lungs. Relax your heart. Relax your liver. Relax your kidneys. Relax your gallbladder. Relax your pancreas. Relax your small intestine. Relax your large intestine. Relax your abdominal organs. Relax your buttock. Relax your thigh. Relax your knee. Relax your calf muscles. Relax your foot and relax your toes. Relax your whole body muscles, tendons, ligaments, bone marrows, and whole skeleton. Release the tension in your mind and keep relax your face muscles. Now slowly bring your attention to in front of your nose and your upper lip area. Deeply and gently breathing, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. And bring your attention to the sensation and follow the sensation. So allow your inhalation, exhalations happen itself. When it happens, recognize this is inhalation, this is exhalation. Do nothing extra. Keep focus your mind to the sensation. Bring little bit more attention and follow the entire continuation of the inhalation, exhalation. Knowingly, this is the beginning, this is the middle, this is the end of the inhalation or exhalation. Be aware about the length and the depth of each and every inhalation, exhalation. Keep your attention only to the sensation. Just recognize the change. Bring my attention to your body. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars, reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one, out of anger or ill will, wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light to your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward and upward. To all six directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, in this human existence, we came to a point today, now more and more, we depending from outside situations. And deeply we start to disconnect from our inner peace, tranquility state. And because of this, all the consumer products, machines and technology, and even our intelligence became artificial. And now more and more, we go with just the face value rather than deeper understanding the value of our inner peace. And people more into information, but that doesn't mean out of that information we empower ourselves or it help us to become better people ourselves. And when you go everywhere sometimes, and you may know now, the public libraries becoming empty, 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 even though you can find free books there. And people now everywhere look for Wi-Fi. Wherever they go, they ask Wi-Fi. If there is no Wi-Fi in a public place, people don't want to go there. But why people need that connection always? Because they always deeply disconnecting themselves and they depending from outside. And little by little, when this outside nature start to overtake us and ourselves and becoming more disturbed inside us, and then what will happen? Out of our bodily, verbally, and mentally actions, that unnecessary outcomes going to happen. So that's why it is very important yourself finding the clear purpose inside you and recognizing what you really want to achieve in this very human life and look for that. When you recognize the purpose yourself, what will happen? Most of other things start to become very clear around you. And at the same time, we more thinking about becoming moderate. And it is became a very famous word to be moderate. And with our food habit, and sometimes people eat 5 times per day, and the moderations mean for them. And sometimes they keep doing the same thing again and again and again. What they does, they just change the menu, but their inner habitual patterns the same. So that is not the spiritual way of moderation. Somehow it is not the way that you find a way to keep continue what you keep doing, just changing the surface level. It's like some that I heard one person telling that how that person moderate his eating habit. More than salad now, that person eating cucumber and carrot. So, and and at the same time, and taking multivitamin, and he start to go to a different brand. So it's like that way we think that moderation means just changing the menu. No, the spiritual way of moderation, remember, you change your pattern, your habitual pattern. It's deeply not the outside things. It is deeply with your inner mental discipline. That is what necessary. So through the meditation, we trying to develop deeply, little by little, this awareness with you. You can do that. And sometimes how you know that the person you think who you are may not the right person. That out of your past experience, maybe out of whatever the other people told to you, or maybe sometimes knowingly or unknowingly, whatever came to your mind or your life, and you experience today as your life. And out of that all information, maybe you came to a point to understand this is I am. And sometimes maybe you are not satisfied with it, or maybe you are not happy with it, and maybe you are so tired with it. But remember, the true human nature is not like that way. So if you are tired being who you are, if you are unhappy being who you are, if you are worried becoming that being who you are, or if you have any kind of unbalance thinking about yourself, one thing I can tell for sure, that means you didn't recognize who you are. Because when it comes to true human nature, it always bring the confidence, happiness, and satisfaction and balance to each and every human mind if that person able to get into the epicenter or the core of human life. So the Buddha's teaching try to show you to go towards that way, because you are the one who gain the benefit out of it. You are the one who enjoying it. You are the end of the day, you are the one who going to find the happiness out of that journey. So then remember yourself, look yourself and see where you are in this human journey and what you really need out of this, what you're looking for, what you spend for, what you spending your time, and you have to look. So there is a sutta called Sati Sutta. Sati means mindfulness. In this sutta, very clearly Buddha explained regarding that all the informations about the meditation. So this is very important for you. Today I'm going to break down that information and give a brief introduction regarding what is this meditation and how it can touch the deeper essence of, core essence of this existence, or the dharma or the nature. Because once you have that primary knowledge and your practice become more solid and clear, and then it will help you to cultivate yourself with your practice. So when it comes to this Sati Sutta, there are a few things that we have to understand basically. So the one is mindfulness and awareness and concentration and clear comprehension. Mindfulness, awareness, concentration, clear comprehension. And the wisdom come after this all. So those are the 4 words that you have to be very clear and understand. Mindfulness. So we always say, be mindful, be mindful, be mindful. So what is mindfulness? So the mindfulness means when this is with other objects, out of that all other objects, when you bring your attention to this, only this object, that is called mindfulness. So there are many other words, many other ways that you can explain it. But remember, basically, out of any other object, if you select one thing, that when you bring the attention to that one thing, when you focus that one thing out of other things, that focus called mindfulness. So then awareness. Once you settle down with this object, so then out of that other all objects, now your mind is only with this. That mindful. So then the awareness. Awareness means you become more and more focused only to this. So first you bring your the attention out of that all other things to only this, that is mindfulness, and then awareness. Out of that, on the top of that mindfulness, you keep focusing and then you recognize this is wood. And you can use this to ring the bell. And this has a certain pattern. So observing the informations regarding only the object you focused is awareness. So bringing your attention to one object is mindfulness. On that one object, if you keep observing and recognizing that object is awareness. So then come to breathing. So then we have many other sensations in our body. Around us, we have many other that objects. And also even you close your eyes, we can get many other perceptions like hearing, sensation through another, that over our body, smell, so that things come. But we bring our attention only to the inhalation and exhalation. So then you bringing your attention to your primary mental object, that is mindfulness. And then you settle down on that primary mental object is awareness. Again and again you stay there. You bringing your attention to one object, and then on that object you keep contemplating, staying there, settle down there. It's like you get into the train, it's like mindfulness, and you finding a seat and you settle down there like awareness. So when it come to that, when this both come together, interrogate, because then it's like it can change. Your mindfulness awareness can change. Just imagine. So you keep focused to this, and then you recognize this, then that is your mindfulness. And then you start to recognize this, and then later your mind go to this. And then you start to understand about this. So then you change your mindfulness and your awareness. But interrogating mindfulness and awareness, you staying in one thing is concentration. Again and again, you interrogate your awareness, mindfulness together in one object and continue that you continue the duration, not jumping. Your mindfulness and your mindfulness can be here, and then you can recognize something again, then you go to the sound, then you go to the smell, or so like that. You can go with the mindfulness regarding many things. But when it comes to practice, mean you select one thing and you stay there, and then you start to understand regarding only that object, and then you both interrogate together. That concentration again and again, again and again, you go with it, and then you develop the duration, develop the duration, develop the duration. So then in satipatthana, that's mean that the inside meditation, there are 4 mental objects: contemplating the body, contemplating the feelings, contemplating the mind, contemplating the phenomena. So get this very carefully. Be with me and get this very carefully. And contemplating the body, what you have to do with the body. So you now you are mindful only to the body. That's mean the posture. So whatever the posture, standing, sitting, moving, lying down, or whatever. So that means you don't focus to any other thing. So you are mindful with the body means you're not thinking about the chair. You are not thinking about the cushion. You are not thinking about the couch. You are thinking about only the body. So then other things will disappear. That means your mindfulness to the body. And you recognize it, and now you hold as a primary mental object. And then what you have to do, then you start to see the body, and again and again, and sometimes that the tightness, heaviness, the shape of the posture. So like that, you going to recognize all the details on this posture. So that is awareness. So again, and otherwise you focus to the mind, the body, and maybe later your mind goes somewhere else. Or you focus to the body, and then you can think about your childhood. So that also part of the body. But that doesn't mean your awareness with the body. So the awareness with the body means you stay again and again and again. So then the concentration means you interrogate this both. This is the point you have to understand. You have to observe. That means your concentration should be regarding the body in the body. That is the very important point you have to get. If you observe the feelings, you have to observe the feelings in the feelings. If you observe the mind, you have to observe the mind in the mind. That is how this in the sutra explained. You have to observe the phenomena in the phenomena. What does that mean? So you go to a gym house, and then you can observe the gem or the gold or any ornaments, whatever in that showcase, without touching. So you observe this. So that is something. But sometimes when you're going to buy it and what you say, can I see it? So you already see that, but this is different. You say, can I see it? So then what that salesman does, you open it and bring it to your hand. So taking to your hand, seeing is something else. So what that here in the sutta said, don't take it to your mind. Don't take it to anything. That means that here means that don't mix with your experience. That's why body in the body. So when you go for a vacation, you go and maybe you take pictures. So then, and that moment, maybe you go answer the phone and call with talk with someone, and maybe you reminding something about the past. So you spend the time there, and then you come home, and then you lie down in your couch or maybe bed, or maybe having the dinner, and maybe you watching that pictures. You start to talk about that place. Here, what the Buddha said, don't do that. So that means you have to enjoy the place in that place. You should not bring it home. But normally in day-to-day life, that is what we do. So because of that, what happened? Mostly when you start to observe the body, rather than that allowing that body to be in that posture, you take it to mind your body. And then you reflecting it in your mind. This is unconsciously, because this is a habitual pattern. That's why. So here, observing the body means don't do that. Don't take it to your mind. Observe the body in the body. So when it comes to feelings, so if there is any feeling, if you observe the feeling, don't take it to mind. Why? Because then you naturally detach from the feeling. To take it to mind, you have to take it as idea. So then you thinking about the feelings and you reflecting the ideas, then you don't see the feelings. So without taking to your mind, without hold it to it, you have to allow your pain to be there. And then you observe. So like another example, flower, you can observe and enjoy it while it on the tree. And then, but mostly what we does, we break it. And then we enjoy it. But here, don't touch that. So like that, let the body to be there and always observe the body, observe the body. So interrogate your mindfulness and awareness to the body. That means concentrate again and again, again and again, again and again, be with it. And then feelings. Let the feelings to be there. Don't take it to your mind. So that itself, if you can do this in basically itself, in that very moment, your mind start to get the result. What is that result? That result means itself, you connected to the moment. That means you are in the present moment. So then without taking to mind, let it be the pain there and observe the feelings in the feelings, not in your mind. And the mind, thoughts, how you can observe the thought in the mind. Observe the mind in the mind. So that means when a thought come to you, if you recognize and it is happening in your mind, and observe there without comparing that thought to something whatever happened, or that in the moment maybe thought came to your mind and regarding 10 years, so whatever happened in 10 years ago, and then you start to think about that incident out of this thought. So then you out of the mind. Then you caught up with the thoughts, pattern and memory. So don't do it. So the phenomena, also the dharmata or the nature, as example, 4 elements, heat, motion, liquidity and hardness, or the change happening moment by moment. So the decay happening moment by moment, you observe it there without personalizing, without holding, this is me or it is happening to me. You just observe it. So that is the first, the basic method that you have to practice. And so that is concentration. Your mindfulness, awareness. So the mindfulness means you selecting a primary mental object. Then other object, all other things going to disappear. And then you stay there and you start to recognize the details on that object is awareness. So you select your inhalation, exhalation as your primary mental object. That is your mindfulness. And then you recognize long inhalation, short inhalation, heavy, soft. So that means that details come out of that inhalation or exhalation. So that is awareness. And again, when you go with this two, interrogating two, your concentration towards that. And then clear comprehension. Sati sampajana, in the vipassana, after this all, this thing can happen in samatha also. Mindfulness, awareness and concentration. That basically this all three information happen in tranquility meditation. So the clear comprehension happen in vipassana. What is that? It's called sati sampajanya. What is that? So this is what the body, that when you observe the body, you recognize the body as the body. So when it comes to feelings, feelings are understood as they arise. That is what sati sampajanya or clear comprehension. Feelings are understood as they arise. As they arise, without thinking yourself, you observe. Now your concentration there, you see the feelings and you understand it according to the way it arises. So the body, you observe the body and you recognize the body according to the way it exists, not by adding information to that. So that is clear comprehension. You recognize, you understand thoughts according to the way it arises. And you understand the feelings or the phenomena or the dharmata and according to the way it arises. So when you observe that way, what is happening? When you are able to observe according to the way it arises, you're not going to see only the feelings. There is something else happen. That is the different tranquility state and vipassana. So that is the different according to the samatha and vipassana. So samatha is concentration. You can keep focused to that. But clear comprehension in the vipassana, when you observe something and when you recognize according to the way it arises, what is happening? By book, by listening, by reading, you cannot get this knowledge any ways. That's why it say by practicing you have to do it. There is something you're going to see. What you can see. Just when you observe the feelings, so in the sutta it says feelings are understood as it arises. So you recognize the feelings according to the way it arises. Then you're going to see why these feelings arise. That is what the wisdom. When you're able to see without mixing your experience, arguments, or anything, exactly when you're able to see how it arises, then you're going to see what this is. You're going to see cause and effect, and you're going to recognize what is behind it. Otherwise, you cannot do that. You cannot recognize it. You have to come to this point to understand, to experience that. Without getting to this moment, you cannot experience beyond it. You can talk about it, maybe you can read about it, but you will never going to get it. So that's why, that is the beauty of the vipassana. When you able to come to recognize the feelings as how it arises, you're going to see the cause and effect. And that is where you become mindful what you're doing. And then you itself, then you yourself, you recognizing how we're doing. And then you yourself recognizing what is the purpose, what that the purpose you're doing. And then you recognize what is the outcome that you gain out of this, the practice. So otherwise, without going in this way, that just by closing our eyes and dreaming about or some thinking about it, you can of course get something, but it never going to take you to realize your inner experience. That's why Buddha said, Ekayano ayang maggo satipatthana. This is the only way you can get access to beyond the feelings and recognize how this is happening. Beyond the body, how this is happening. Beyond the mind, how it is happening. Beyond the phenomena, how it is happening. So then in the beginning, you have to develop 3 tools. So one is mindfulness, and the second one, awareness. So mindfulness means recognizing something out of other all objects. Keep focus to one object. And then you again and again be focused to that. And then your awareness becomes sharper and clear. You gain more details on that object. So then once you interrogate these two, that we call concentration. So then you can practice it for samatha or tranquility meditation or chitta bhavana. So like that. From there, how you can go to vipassana level, then you get something more out of that. That is what? Clear comprehension or sati sampajanya. So what is that mean? So body, feelings, mind, phenomena. So your body, you recognizing the body as it is. And you observe the body in the body. Not you don't take it to mind and reflect on it. You don't do that. You recognize the feelings in the feelings. You don't take it to mind as ideas and don't reflect it. You recognize the mind in the mind. You recognize the phenomena in the phenomena. And when you observe that way, what is happening, that if it is come to the body, then you recognize body as it is. And then that is where you going to understand, if you observe the posture, how that posture come to be as that posture. So when it comes to the feelings, you observe the feelings and recognizing, then understand how it arises. And if it is come to the mind, and you recognize how this mind or the thoughts happening. And the phenomena, you just recognize without interfering to that natural process. You observe, you recognize. And when you are able to recognize, that recognition going to show you what you doing, why you doing, how you doing, and what is the outcome, what is the purpose. That all the reasons you can recognize within that inner practice, and it going to show you the cause and effect, whatever the mental object you observe. And that is where you recognizing how it come to be as it is. Whatever the object that you observe, not everything, not everything. Whatever the object you observe, you gain knowledge how it come to be as it is. When you come to that point, your body, your feelings, or your thoughts, or your phenomena, so anything, you need only one moment of experience, because that is the moment you get out of this conventional experience. Once you have that experience, your awareness, your concentration, your clear comprehension not going to go down anymore. Because mindfulness, awareness, concentration in a surface level, tranquility state of practice, but clear comprehension beyond it. So this is the leap, this is the jump, this is the transformation happening, this conventional level of experience to deeper inner level of experience. That is what vipassana. So I hope this will help for you. If you not understand it, please go to the YouTube and again listen little by, because sometimes it's not going to understand by one time. So in the beginning, that myself also, I read it many times, and then I came to clear understanding for according to our mindset. And sometimes it's not going to understand the way I explain in the beginning, but if you keep going little by little, and you can understand what this is very clearly. It is not a magic, it is very clear natural process. So I hope this will help for you with this practice. I bless upon everyone with this good practice. May all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavatantarayo sukhi digayuko bhava. Ittavata ca ammehi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva numudantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe satta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Idam me punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.